In every man's life, there comes a moment where everything actually breaks. The kind of illusion that he was living under actually breaks. And also, the narratives and the belief systems that he was actually taught since his childhood, these don't hold. And he's done everything as per what he was taught, but something along the way, things are still not working out in his favor, where he's either stressed out at his job, or he has a sudden financial loss, or the love of his life ends up leaving him. And when this actually happens, he's left with two choices: either to break and to numb himself, or to actually understand himself better, to realize that what even brought him into this space in this very first place, so that he can start the unlearning process altogether. And if you're watching this today, and if you are in a state where you're completely lost, where nothing in your life is actually working out, maybe this could actually be the best thing that happens to you. Because when you've lost everything, you have a lot to gain. And for me, you are in this place because this is exactly where you are actually meant to be. And also, this becomes a place from where you are going to start the journey to actually understand yourself from a better place and to see where life is even taking you. So, in this video, we are actually going to talk about how the process of spiritual awakening even starts in a man. So, if you're new here, I'm Vaishnavi, and this is a place where we are going to talk about everything related to men's mental health, relationships, attachment, traumas, so that you can actually start working on them to build a meaningful life for yourself. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. The first step that usually happens in a man's life is the collapse of the false life that he was actually living. And typically, this starts happening from the age of 20 onwards. Now, it truly comes down to what time and era you were also born in. Kids who are coming after 2010, they're going to have a much faster awakening than if someone was born before 2000s. Spiritual awakening does not start in light, it starts when there is darkness, because there's only from that darkness that light inside you can actually emerge. Now, this would be in the form of a loss. It could be the loss of your relationship, it could be the loss of your job, it could be a financial loss as well. But this brings you to a place where everything that was built from the illusion and everything that was built from your false sense, where you became a man who was pleasing others, who was inauthentic to himself, is taken away from his life. And this moment comes in every single person's life, even if you want it to or not. It's just that when it would come is something that is only specific to your soul's journey. And this would also be a process of a slow disillusionment, where everything you have built based on what you were taught by your parents and the society does not hold any weight anymore, because you've been following this blindly for all this while, but still things are not working out for you. This is the path in your life where the old self that you have built based on conditioning actually starts crumbling. And this is where you go into something known as the dark night of the soul, which is your soul being in that space where it is depressed, it is anxious, it has nothing to hold on to. Now, how you navigate this time and space has a big impact on what timeline your soul is actually going to move towards in the future as well. And this is going to be one of the most hardest stage of your life, where you are going to question everything. You're going to be angry. There's going to be such a deep sense of sadness, where you just are angry at everything outside. You're angry at your parents, you're angry at your society, because you've been told to do things in a certain way and nothing has been working for you. Even though you follow the rules, you still aren't happy at the end of the day. And this is the process where you start questioning your ways of doing things. You start questioning the things you were taught. You start questioning as to where exactly your life is heading from this point onwards. And from this space, the path actually splits into two directions. The first path is of the man who starts escaping the discomfort. He starts getting addicted to substances. He starts getting addicted to things like porn, to actually escape the loneliness that he's feeling, to escape the sadness that he's feeling, because he would do anything to not feel this sadness. And somewhere, this is also because the discomfort when it comes to sitting in the pain itself. But there's nothing known as pain, happiness, love, whatever it is. These are all human made constructs. These are just states of being. And this particular state, where you are in that dark night of your soul, it is such an uncomfortable state for you to go through. And this is where Your life can actually get even worse if you don't sit with the discomfort, and all you do is to actually escape the discomfort. Things have happened cosmically in your life which has brought you into this place so that you wake up. It's not that so you escape and stay asleep in this whole process once again. And the second path is of the man who starts questioning. He starts re evaluating his life choices and his way of leading life altogether. He doesn't remain slave to the system, and he starts making new plans for himself. Where in this whole process, he's also grieving, he's sitting with the pain, he's crying, but he's holding himself back because there is this thing known as faith and hope inside him. And hope is such a powerful tool to actually take you through this phase. And the second type of man, he also has this sense of accountability where he looks within instead of actually blaming other people. He starts asking, what is inside me that attracted these negative circumstances into my life? Why did I draw this experience? What is this experience actually teaching me? And this quality of taking accountability is so important when it comes to your soul's awakening as the masculine fire that you are born as. Even your choice to be a man was something that was chosen by your soul. And if you are actually fighting against your very own soul's choice, how do you expect to even lead a fulfilling, happy life going forward when you don't have the strength inside you to take accountability, when your ego doesn't want to see beyond the illusion that is around you? Everything in your external reality is a projection of your subconscious. This is why everyone's reality is different from each other's. And the next stage is known as softening, where you start seeing glimpses of your soul. When you're born as a human, your ego and your personality is the one that's dominating the reality. Your soul is sitting behind, resting, waiting for you to create space for it to step in. When you're born as a human, right, your soul's power is infinitely reduced to actually make you seem that only the reality that your five senses can perceive is the only truth there is. But the man who has chosen the second path, he goes into that process where he is questioning the nature of reality itself. He is questioning his bigger purpose. Why is he here? And also things like how can he rebuild himself back from the scratch instead of, pointing finger outwards, blaming the girl, blaming his parents, or blaming his manager of everything. Everything in your reality starts from yourself. And this is the slow stage where your ego slowly starts connecting itself with the soul as well. And this is a stage where he starts going inward. He starts enjoying things like journaling, meditation, sitting in the nature, where all the things which previously seemed very unattractive starts seeming useful in an attempt to understand himself better. This might also be the stage where, after being very avoidant when it comes to his own emotions, he might end up crying for the very first time. This is also the stage where he starts developing compassion for the young boy inside him, his inner child, that wounded self, also developing compassion for parts of himself that he is not very proud of. In this stage, the slow process of integration starts happening where he starts accepting all parts of himself, and he also slowly starts moving towards a stage where he finally understands that there's nothing actually wrong within him. He was born lovable, he was born worthy. And in this whole process, after the age of 7, slowly he starts forgetting the soul's truth. Because look at kids before the age of 7. That's the age of being pure, where the soul of the child is before the ego. And it's usually when your conscious mind, your analytical mind starts developing, your ego starts acting up in this whole process. And in this whole process, something happens where he starts questioning so deep and he starts sensing that there is something bigger at play here. It's a process of getting downloads, it's a process of getting intuitive thoughts, it's a process of getting thoughts that he never would have thought of. And this happens because he enters a stage where his nervous system is stable enough to let his soul overtake his entire life. This is where he goes into a state of surrender, and he starts even believing that things are happening for him and not to him. The next stage that happens is the awakening stage, where he truly remembers who he is as a man. He remembers that he is not his failed relationships. He is not the amount in his bank. He is not his failure. He is also not his achievements and success. This is a place where, nothing bad or nothing good has an effect on his inner sense of peace, because he is truly at peace within himself. No one can shake his ground. That is how regulated he is as a man. That is how connected he is within himself. Nothing can trigger him from this point, and even if something does trigger him, right, he has that nervous system capacity to stay present, process it off completely, and also does not avoid these negative emotions at all. His processing abilities becomes so fast that he can get out of any trigger just within a matter of few days as well. And this is the moment where his higher self actually starts settling into his body, that is his soul. This is where the synchronicity starts happening. This is where the old desires starts falling away, and this is where the version of a man who is the most authentic is born. He doesn't care about what others think of him. He doesn't even care about, if he has a partner or not. But he is leading his life from a place of authenticity, and he is truly in love with the man he is. And from this place, there is no choice but for the reality to actually give him everything he truly desires, because he becomes a magnet for opportunity, success, and also love. And in this whole process, he also becomes an awakened masculine, where he still has the ability to love fully, even though he's been heartbroken before. Where he is also living from this place of truth, that no matter how tempting the external world looks like, if it doesn't match with his truth and if it doesn't feel aligned to him, he does not engage in it. He does not lead his life from a place of pleasing other people, including his family, friends, or even people at his work as well. And maybe he might also get new ideas, new projects that actually matches with the purpose of his life. And this is also the place from where his purpose actually becomes more clear to him. And this also births a version of him where there is balance between his inner masculine energy and his inner feminine energy, where he can actually showcase strength but also showcase softness, where he can be fire but also water at the same time. And why does this awakening even need to happen to a man? Because you've not been born in this world to actually achieve things, make money, have relationships. Yes, all of this is part of the simulation and the video game that you are a part of. But the true reason that you're here is to awaken to your divinity. That is the purpose of your human birth, to actually disintegrate your ego to such scale that you actually start leading your life from the place of your highest self. And this is the state where the ego ends and the soul begins. In fact, there's no difference between the ego and the soul, because they actually integrate to become one. And your awakening is not just for you. Your awakening is actually a part of the template of the new earth that is actually in creation, because there are so many people awakening at such a mass scale all over the globe. Men are awakening, men are healing, men are finally tending to their wounds and understanding how truly divine they are from within. On the other side, there's also women who are healing at a mass scale. They're healing their father wounds, they're healing their mother wounds, and they're also realizing what a divine feminine actually looks like. So when both people are healing and elevating at the same time, you move into a vibrational frequency where you're truly surrounded with people of your kind, and you are not going to be surrounded by people who refuse to do the work. There's going to be a clear bifurcation of people energetically happening, where the ones who are living in that victim mindset and negativity will be surrounded with people who are negative. And when you're vibrating from a positive place, you eventually start attracting other souls who match your wavelength. And the sooner you do it, the more happier you are going to be eventually. So, if you are ready to actually work on your traumas and heal your patterns, you can reach out to me through Instagram. And I have actually seen this one thing happening with a lot of my clients, that when they are in the process of healing their traumas, all of a sudden they go through a spiritual awakening, because they did everything they had to do in the proper manner when it comes to healing themselves. Awakening is just a byproduct of healing yourself, it is inevitable. If you get so deeply connected to yourself, it's going to happen even if you want it to or not. So I hope this episode was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.